Some time ago I was really struggling. After my business in East Europe went down, nothing worked there anymore. Only issues, pressure, a lot of problems, and no matter the effort, poor results in a market and industry completely blocked and a toxic business environment. After almost 10 years of entrepreneurship in East Europe, I started looking for a job on international market. After a few weeks of intensive sports that helped me not to crash completely, I started applying for jobs. I searched and applied for thousands of jobs totally, starting with Asia, Middle East, Australia, until Canada and South America. It was something totally new for me, but I was open to go anywhere only to find a good job, to generate great income and to be able to recover myself. I used all my networking abilities, all my sales and business development experience. All this process took me almost 1 year until I discover exactly what I want, what is the best and how to get it. During this process, beside my effort for researching industries, searching for companies, projects, people and roles, I had an amazing chance to receive good information and great inspiration from some people. People that I meet absolutely randomly, but what I get from them inspired me like magic. I remember that I applied on LinkedIn almost 10,000 jobs, but until the end I discovered that what I was looking was wrong and not applicable on international market. But LinkedIn helped me very much to find great people to communicate and to inspire me. I discuss on LinkedIn with many people, hundreds of people, but there are 3 people special that gave me great inspiration and I obtained some great information that changed my way. I remember when I discussed with Bogdan, general manager for a construction company in Dubai. He explained me that if you want to search and if you want to get a job in Dubai, you need to be there, to have a local number, to get in contact with people. It's not possible from Europe to apply and get a job in Dubai. Of course you can apply, but you don't have positive results. So it makes perfect sense for me. I decided in minutes and I took a one-way ticket and I flight from Bucharest to Dubai and start applying from jobs there in the local market and being in perfect contact with the business environment. I remember when I meet Giovanna, Brazilian girl but living and working in Netherlands, and by mistake she was in a short business trip in the Middle East while I was searching for jobs in Dubai. In a few minutes meeting during a nice coffee in a rooftop on Sheikh Zayed Road, I get information for an amazing powerful tool to get contacts detail for almost anyone from any company in the world and to be able to approach anybody. It's amazing, amazing. I remember while being in Kuwait when I meet George in a gas station near the Kuwait City Saudi Arabia highway, and George came prepared with a map written by hand by him, explaining me how to get inside the largest oil and gas industrial complex from Kuwait, from the Kuwait National Petroleum Company. Because it's very large and there are a lot of ways. He explained me on paper what are the ways, where are the entrances, depending where you want to go. But in reality, George gave me a map for my future career because he gave me a great inspiration, because I understand what is the most important role and what I have to search for to get a good job with a great income and to have also the freedom to travel and to develop myself. I want to share with you about my experience how to find an amazing international job. Let's find a nice place to have a good coffee and I will tell you 5 steps to follow to get a 5 figures US dollar monthly job on international market. If you didn't until now, please subscribe down below. My channel, it's about life. We'll have great experiences to enrich our knowledge, we'll explore traditions and habits in different corners of the world, and we'll find best places where to feel alive. Hello sir, good morning. Raining today? Oh, you don't know, huh? Good morning, it's raining today. Hello sir, raining today, what do you think? What do you think? January 13, 2021. Quite cloudy because it's the raining season in tropical countries. Luckily we arrived on time before rain started. Usually it's not keeping long, but it's quite abundant, enough that in few seconds to make you all wet. We are in a terrace with great view towards business district to give nice inspiration and motivation and mood to start the work. From all my job-related experiences in the last years in international market, I will share with you few thoughts to give you some ideas, inspiration and motivation to desire more. Having the right tips and tricks and following the right steps, you will avoid the pain and the time of the entire process of finding a great income job on the international market. There are lots of jobs of minimum 10,000 US dollar per month, so a budget of minimum 120,000 US dollar per year with not so much effort, and it is a pity not to take advantage of this. Because I received some requests from my subscribers, I will share with you 5 how to find a good job on international market. Andrew, this video is for you and for anybody else searching for a job for international large-scale projects. A job with great income, a job to be a good reference for a future career, but in the same time to travel and to have enough time to enjoy your life. My channel, it's about life, about 21st century nomad lifestyle. If you didn't until now, please subscribe down below. We'll have great experiences to enrich our knowledge. We'll explore traditions and habits in different corners of the world, and we'll find best places where to feel alive. Step number 1. Research. Take some considerable time and research according your field of activity or desired field of activity what is over there in the market. Search according the countries where you would like to work. From my experience, I can tell you that are very good jobs for international large-scale projects. You can search for large infrastructure, construction, or industrial facilities projects around the world. Usually are in average 4-5 years contracts for this kind of projects, but can have interesting monthly rates and very nice annual budgets. As the area is more risky, as the rate is much higher. In conflictual countries in Africa and Middle East, or countries with extreme temperature conditions, the rates for engineers and expats, experts engineer, can get easily at $1,000 per day, plus accommodation and all necessary traveling and living. I am focused for jobs extremely specialized from professional point of view, but also requiring extremely well physical condition and strong abilities and mental capacities. Offshore, aerospace, working under pressure, under stress, where not any engineer can apply. These kind of jobs have the highest rates. Also, there is another category of jobs for short-term projects. Even if there are only monthly projects, but have the highest rates. Short projects, but very well paid. Do well your research, get information about projects, companies, roles, and this first step, very well done, will prepare you for the next step. Step number 2. Establish your goal. With a good research performed already, your views are already enlarged, and now you can establish your goal. Your goal must be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. I want an engineering, consultancy, or a finance expert job for at least $10,000 per month in Asia Pacific or Australia or Canada as consultant, as expert until the end of the year. And once established your goal, it becomes your main purpose, and no matter what, you don't give up until you get it. Day and night you think about it, you see it, you feel it, and search ways to get it. Step number 3. Update your profile. Your profile must be updated accordingly. According to your job goal, there are some requirements. That specific requirements should be visible somehow in your profile. Take advantage of any relevant ability that you have, any relevant skills, any experience that you had before, and point it out accordingly. Prepare a good updated CV and be careful that your LinkedIn profile and your CV to be on the same page. Step number 4. Start applying. Apply as much as you can at as many jobs. Don't think that you apply enough, and don't make too much expectations for only one job. Apply continuously at as many as possible. Work on multiple ways in the same time until you catch one. Until you have contract signed and you started, nothing is secure. I had before one offer for a large engineering consultancy project with an American company for an oil and gas project in the Middle East. I even signed the contract and I was waiting for mobilization, but the project was delayed, and after that COVID started, and even after 2 years since I get the offer and the positive answer, I didn't start it. So I went to another project in China. So don't stop applying and apply continuously until you start work. Step number 5. Get shortlisted and prepare for the interview. Be aware that in our days, the shortlisting process is done by the machine, by the software, sometimes artificial intelligence even. The recruiter receives a short list, already the first selection being done by the computer. That's why it's so important to update your profile and spend time to each details and to put the right words and specific keywords related with the job. If you have the luck to be shortlisted and to be contacted by the recruiter, take care to point what you bring on the table, adding value for the job itself. And as bonus tip, networking. Take in consideration that sometimes there are jobs posted only because the company have the procedure to post the vacancy, but the job it's already given. The competition on international market is very high. For the good jobs with very high salaries, anybody wants to get it, and is strong competition with candidates from all over the world. It is very important to succeed, to break the ice and to enter on the circuit, and afterwards will be much easy to have a strong reference from first job and to go from one project directly to another. Networking is very important. Contact directly people inside companies and recruiters, develop strong relations and keep the contacts. It's important who is saying a word for you behind a closed door. To inspire, I recommend you to watch carefully the following video.
You are not going to ascend in any organization without a sponsor. It is the critical relationship in your career. There's not one evaluative process that I can think of, whether it's in academia, healthcare, financial services, not one that does not have a human element. There is a measure of subjectivity in who is presenting your case, in what they say, and how they interpret any objective data that you might have. You need to make sure that that person who is speaking, that sponsor, has your best interests at heart and has the power to get it, whatever it is for you, to get it done behind closed doors. Well, how do you get a sponsor? There are two types of currency in any environment: performance currency and relationship currency. And performance currency is the currency that is generated by your delivering that which was asked of you and a little bit extra. Strong performance currency raises your level of visibility in the environment such that a sponsor may be attracted to you. Relationship currency is the currency that is generated by the investments that you make in the people in your environment. You cannot ask someone to use their hard-earned, personal, influential currency on your behalf if you've never had any interaction with them. So it is important that you invest the time to connect, to engage, and to get to know the people that are in your environment. And more importantly, to give them the opportunity to know you. Because once they know you, is a higher probability that when you approach them to ask them to be your sponsor, they will in fact answer in the affirmative. The script goes like this: Jim, I'm really interested in getting promoted this year, but I am aware that somebody has to be behind closed doors arguing on my behalf and pounding the table. You know me, you know my work, and I hope that you will feel comfortable arguing on my behalf. If Jim knows you and you have any kind of a relationship, there's a very high probability that he will answer yes. And if he says yes, he will endeavor to get it done for you. Let me give a word to the would-be sponsors that are in the room. If you have been invited into the room and if you have a seat at the table, you have a responsibility to speak. If somebody is worthy of your currency, spend it. The way to grow your power is to give it away. And your voice is at the heart. And your voice is at the heart of your power. Use it. Thank you very much.
I wish you good luck. For any help, support, information, leave a comment below or drop me an email. My contact details in the description. Good luck. Stay tuned and see you soon.